guys, Shane here, all victoried up, ready to go to the races. A little bit wet underfoot here, track's a soft 6, I don't think I'm too concerned. If we don't get any more rain, I think it'll race more soft 5, good 4. The track does handle the rain and does compact down nicely with a bit of moisture on it, so I'm not concerned. Keen on today's card. We'll just identify a few betting races for you now, and we'll talk the quaddie legs. Race 1, really keen. Number 1, Love Your Misses. Well placed, handles the wet. 230 is a good price. It can either lead or sit outside the leader here. I think they'll race right on speed and make a good thing of this. Race 1, Number 1, Love Your Misses. Race 2, I'll 2-bet race 2. I'm gonna back Big Dan the Man, and I'm gonna back Tedder Avenue. Well, I've already had something on them. I think they're both good chances to knock the favourite off. Look, no knock, the favourite could beat Rahib. I think it opened a little bit too short. I think, that $2.90 mark was a bit short early. It's got out a little bit now to $3.40 in some places. Gets blinkers first time, gets Sky. Gate 8's a little sticky, but it'll put itself in the race. It'll be hard enough to beat. Happy to play 1 and 11 for the win, and something to place to save on the race on 1 and 11, and 1, 8 and 11 in Quinellas and trifectas, and I might rove those through in a first 4 or something like that. Pretty keen on that race as a betting race. Race 3, the scratchings of Stone Philosopher just makes this a little tricky. I did map Stone Philosopher leading from gate 3 and injecting a fair bit of speed here, which would give Captain Leo a chance to find his feet and get over the top of him. Now I'm not sure. I've got Turbo Teddy, Dreams of Ascot, Exceedingly Cool, and Black Minx all rolling forward, and Captain Leo is going to be maybe 3 wide and 2 back. It could be a little bit sticky for him. He was okay first up. He comes here fitter, gets in with 59 after the claim, which doesn't worry me at all over this trip. It's just going to need a good ride from Sally to get him in the right place. If Captain Leo begins like he can go bang, sit outside the leader. He'll be very hard to beat. He has got a tendency to sort of, miss it by half a stride, and if he does, it's going to take a good thinking ride to get him in the right spot. I think Dreams of Ascot is the horse to beat at $5 and $2.25 the place. He might be the each-way play here for me. Happy to apply as Black Mink because these Brisbane-trained horses that come to Toowoomb regularly start short, and I'm regularly against them because it's just hard enough to win up here, and Black Minx looks an absolute, heavy 10, heavy track sort of horse. It's not going to get those conditions here. So, look, I'll probably have something on Dreams of Ascot at $5 and a little saving bet or something like that, Captain Leo, because if it gets the right run, it can win. When I say save, a little bit, enough to maybe win small on the race, but I'll be opposing Black Mink, and I'll be having something on 4 Dream of Ascot with a little bit of a chop out on 1 Captain Leo. Go to race 4. 5 is a horse that I brought with Curry's here from the Magic Million sale last year. She had a few little injury last prep, which stopped her going to the races. So she comes here first up. Her racing, her barrier trial suggests that she's going to be banging on the lead. She'll be rolling along. Obviously, the soft track's a bit of an unknown. Her trials have been good enough to suggest that she can run a race. She's certainly not as good a horse as Accomplish, but she'll run a race. I think she can finish top 3. Accomplish, $1.55. Look, it wasn't great away last start, but it was still raced well. Its Brisbane form comes here, looks, obviously looks the one to beat. I think they'll have to do some work to get up outside the speed here. I don't think it's all, it's all roses for it from gate 5. It was only just okay away last time, and did a bit of work sitting wide, and then went back and went to the inside of the track, which we didn't want to be last week. So certainly looks the best horse in the race on paper. It's going to have to overcome, it's going to have to go and sit on speed. I don't think it just rolls to the front like it has in the past. So the other horse to watch there is Mashani Roman. Its first up run last time probably found a bit short, and then got back and hit the line good second up. It's a horse that's probably going to get back again here, and it can be working home good late. How far off the favourite is going to be its problem. Look, I'm not saying the favourite's a lay at all. I think the favourite's definitely the horse to beat. but I'm going to go 1, 3, and 5 in the quaddie, because if the favourite has to do some work and is a sitting shot late and can't quite get it done on the 7-day backup off a heavy track run, is my knock on the horse. It's just a personal thing I have with punting. I'm not a big fan of backing horses on the backup 7 days after a heavy track run, but each to their own. So I'm going 1, 3, and 5 in the quaddie. Go to race 5. Don't like the race at all. Silver Screen on paper looks the best horse in the race. Doesn't win out of turn. Gets here with 52 kilos. Look, if you want to have a bet in the race, number 6 each way. I'll be taking the field in the quaddie. Race 6, 1 break time. He just maps to lead and win this, I think. $1.80 short enough. Song 1 probably sits outside him. They can run the Quinella, the Curry horses there, but I think break time is a little bit better than these. I think he'll be winning. And then go to race 7, absolute field job this in the quaddie as well. So if you're having a look at, say, quaddie players, you're looking at $105 for a $1 investment. If the $1.55 favourite goes under in the first leg, we could be in for a result. You could also take another quaddie if you wanted to with that $1.50 favourite one out. Field in the next leg, break time in the third leg, and field in the last if you want to skinny it up and have a little bit more on. I think the betting races for me, race 1, number 1, Love Your Misses. And then race 2, happy to play number 1 and number 11 at double figure odds. And then take 1, 8 and 11 in a couple of Quinellas and Exactas and first fours and whatever else. So that's where I think the money that's where my money is today, guys. So for those of you that are following me in, good luck. Hope we can get a collect. I'm pretty keen that today's should be a profitable day based on those plays. Good luck to everyone wherever else you're playing, and we'll catch up soon. Cheers, guys.